everyone, I'm Shanjita Shanmugasundaram from Zero to Core. In today's video, we are going to discuss about monoclonal antibody. First of all, what is monoclonal antibody? It is an antibody produced by single clone of B cells. For learning about monoclonal antibody, we need to know about antibodies and B cells. For queries, suggestions and doubts, please don't hesitate to contact me through the given mail ID. I'll be providing this mail ID in the description box too. Coming back to the topic, what are antibodies? Antibodies is a blood protein produced in response and counteracting in specific antigen. Antigen can be also said as pathogens. Antibodies are also called as immunoglobulins. There are complex molecules made up of two heavy chains and two light chains arranged in Y shape. In the bottom, we have Fc portion. It remains the same in all antibodies. This portion helps to bind cells to the immune system. In the top, we have a portion called variable region. Any changes in the antibodies are made here as it has millions of possible configurations and matches every single antigen. In the first case, antibody attaches with the antigen and forms an antibody-antigen complex, and therefore it stops the antigen activity. In the second case, the antibody attaches to the toxins and neutralizes the toxicity and thereby nullifies the effect. In the third case, the antibody attaches with the receptors and disrupts the function. In the fourth case, the antibody attaches with the pathogen and binds together. In this case, antibody almost nullifies the pathogen's effect in the system. In the fifth case, antibody-dependent cells mediated antibody boosts the natural killer cell by attaching with it. Jointly, they both kill the pathogen. B cells. B cells are also called B lymphocytes. They are the type of white blood cell of lymphocyte subtype. The function of humoral immunity component and adaptive immune system by secreting antibody. B cells are specific to single antigen and so they are useless against any other antigen. Generally, B cell gets activated and then gets differentiated. B cells falls under two categories. First one is plasma cells, where they get rapidly differentiated, but lifespan of these type is comparatively low. The second type is memory B cell. They are called as immune memory. They get differentiated slowly, but they stay around for years. Immune system and immunological properties. As we all know, the immune system is a complex network of cells and proteins that defends the body against infections. The immune system keeps a record of every germ, that is the pathogens, it has defeated. So it can recognize and destroy the microbe quickly if it enters the body. While coming back to the monoclonal antibodies, as I already said, it is a single type of antibody that targets specific protein or an antigen. It can be defined as they are the antibodies that are made up of identical immune cells that are clones of unique parent cell. Hence, monoclonal antibodies are single pure type of antibodies. They are developed in the labs and injected to the patient's body. Once after injected, monoclonal antibodies would travel to the target and activates the immune system and attack in the same way like the antibodies that is being produced by the person's own cells would do. Monoclonal antibody is the protein used by immune system to identify and neutralizes foreign subject like bacteria, viruses, etc. Each monoclonal antibody recognizes specific antigen, same like B cells. Production of monoclonal antibodies. The antigen will be injected to the mouse and the spleen cells were taken from the mouse. Simultaneously, the cell culture for myeloma cells will be grown. The myeloma cells are being extracted from the culture plate. Now the myeloma cells and the spleen cells are allowed to grow in the nutrient media. After some time, the hybrid cells that is the fused cells are selected and separately grown in the another media. The hybrid cells are selected and allowed them to proliferate into clones in 3 different plates. Screening of desired antibody is done. The chosen monoclonal antibody is grown to produce large batches of desired monoclonal antibody. Applications of monoclonal antibody. In disease diagnosis, let's take ELISA as example. The monoclonal antibody is attached with the plastic dish called well. The antigen is added and washed to remove the unbonded antigen. The second monoclonal antibody is added to the well. If the specific antigen is attached to the first, the second monoclonal antibody will bind and attaching the enzyme to the surface of the dish. If there is no antigen attached in the first, no enzyme will be attached in the second monoclonal antibody. When substance of our enzyme is added, colored product appear, which confirms the presence of antigen. ELISA is used to diagnose of HIV, cancer, pregnancy, etc. Same like the previous one, Western blotting is also the application of monoclonal antibody. The third one is passive immunization. Passive immunization refers to the transfer of antibodies from individual to another. The third one is detection and purification of biomolecules. Monoclonal antibodies are very used in determining the presence and quantity of specific proteins through Western blotting technique. Examples of human monoclonal antibody. Well, these are few examples of monoclonal antibody which are used in the treatment of cancer. Advantages of monoclonal antibody. The first one is homogeneity. Monoclonal antibody represents a single antibody molecule that binds to the antigen with same affinity and promotes same effector functions. The second one is specificity. The product of single hybridomer reacts with the same epitope on antigens. The third one is immunizing antigen. Need not be the pure or the characterized, and it's ultimately not needed to produce large quantity of antibody. The fourth one is selection. It is not possible to select for specific epitope specificities and generate antibodies against the wider range of antigenic determinants. The fifth one is antibody protection. Unlimited quantity of single well-defined monospecific reagents. While talking about disadvantages, the first comes the affinity. Average affinity of monoclonal antibody are generally lower than the polyclonal antibody. The second one is effector's function. Because antibody is a monoclonal, it may not produce the desired biological response. The third one is cross reactions. Antibodies sometimes display unexpected cross reacts with unrelated antigens. The fourth one is time and effort commitments. We need more time and effort. Very large. That's all about monoclonal antibody. If you like my work, do subscribe and press the bell icon. Thank you.